And your vote tonight, an Indianapolis attorney who worked in the Reagan White House now endorses Kamala Harris for president. Peter Westhoven served as an associate counsel to President Ronald Reagan. Now he sits down with News 8's government reporter Garrett Berquist to explain why he's backing Harris.
Westhoven is one of a dozen former White House lawyers who worked for Reagan, George H.W. Bush, or George W. Bush, who endorsed Harris immediately following the Democratic National Convention. He says policy considerations should take a back seat to the basic question of fitness for office. Westhoven worked in the White House throughout Reagan's first term. He says he disagrees with Harris on numerous issues, but he says preserving the rule of law is more important.
One of the things you learn working in the White House, and one of the things I think Americans just learn, is that a character is far more important than where you stand on any tax issue, any economic issue. And in this case, I agree with, candidly, a number of former Donald Trump cabinet officers, as well as his vice president, that he's manifestly unfit for office.
Westhoven points first and foremost to Trump's efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election, especially his incitement of the mob that stormed the Capitol on January 6, 2021. He says Trump has shown no consistent commitment to conservative ideals throughout his life. Among other things, he points to Trump's change of position on abortion. Why endorse someone whose track record and whose policy proposals are frankly at cross purposes with the ideals of pre-Trump conservatism?
What's more important? That's what it comes down to. What's more important for what we are as a people, and where we move on from here? One of these two individuals is going to be president of the United States come January of 2025. It is, to use the term, it's a binary choice. It's him or it's her. Which of them do you believe is better for the country? Is either of them disqualified by reasons of character and integrity? I mean, the answer for her, she's not disqualified by reasons of character and integrity. She is a center left, and maybe even leans a little more left than she does center. But she's going to accept the results of the election. She is not going to do something fundamentally irresponsible in terms of the core values of the country. You can see much more of our conversation this Sunday on All Indiana Politics. It airs at 9:30 in the morning, right here on Wish TV. I'm Garrett Berquist for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.